What it do, YouTube? It's boy there, man. We back in the chat, cooking up another banger of life. Now, I've been scrolling on TikTok and I've been seeing this everywhere, man. So this is the video with I can't even say it. Stumbling on my words. Hold on. Slow down. We got Ohio man who murdered a deputy because the police had murked his son. That's wicked. So we finna check out this video and get the history, get the background, get what's going on, because I'm lost.
Chaos at court as a man accused of killing a sheriff's deputy a day after his son was shot by a police officer asked to be released on bail.
Crazy.
I lay out the horrific chain of events out of Ohio and where the case could be heading.
Are you familiar with acts of someone that is not in their right mind when they commit a criminal act?
All we gotta do is they tweaking. You say not in his right mind? Hell no, his son just died the other day. You think this nigga in his right mind?
I'm Anjanette Levy, and this is Crime Fix.
My son just got killed by the police. You think I'm thinking right?
Before I get into this case out of Ohio, I want to talk a little bit about true crime news and law and crime merch. The law and
nigga, we don't give a fuck about no merch. Let's get to the video. He's trying to sell us merch. Your merch.
Police say Rodney Hinton Jr. did this on purpose, possibly to avenge the death of his son Ryan Hinton. Ryan Hinton was 18 years old, and a day earlier, a Cincinnati police officer shot and killed him after encountering him and some others in a car that had been reported stolen out of Kentucky. Here's the police chief.
Officers across the country confront dangerous situations every day, sometimes more than once a day. They are often compelled to make split-second decisions to protect others and themselves when faced with immediate threats. Yesterday was one of those occurrences. Let me be very direct. We cannot allow individuals to flee from officers with a loaded firearm aimed at them. When this happens, the outcome is almost always tragic. No one wins, and everyone involved is affected.
Police Chief Teresa Thigi outlined what occurred. It's something the Cincinnati Police Department does within 24 hours of an officer-involved shooting taking place.
Where the incident occurred is at the dead end of the parking lot back here. You'll see vehicles there now. You'll see a photo. The stolen car that we're going to talk about was backed into a parking spot back there.
Okay.
As you can see, this is a stolen Kia. It was stolen out of northern Kentucky yesterday. You can see we have two uniformed cars there. Prior to those uniformed cars arriving, we had two undercover cars that pulled into that dead end, saw the vehicle. They backed out. They saw that there were individuals inside the vehicle, so they backed out and let the uniformed cars make the approach, which is the tactically sound decision to do. The cars are positioned the way the officers are trained. We are trained to use our vehicles as cover from any threat. That's what those officers did with the cars at that time.
Chief Thigi then played a short portion of the body camera footage.
This is body-worn camera from officer number 2.
Too many short footage. What are all the footage?
Go ahead, Bobby.
He's got a gun! He's got a gun! On your right! On your right!
This is the body camera footage from the officer who actually shot Ryan Hinton.
This is the other officer, the one who fires the shot. This is his body camera as he approaches the scene.
I heard shots.
This is the firearm that was recovered at the scene after the individual was shot. This is what he had in his hand while the officers were chasing him. It's just a photo of it here at Criminalistics. Remember I told you he fell on the concrete and the officers said that they heard the metal hit the ground? There are 3 spots on here where this gun has scratches on it. We believe those occurred when he hit the ground with the firearm. This is a second. Sorry, Bobby, can you go back one frame, please? This magazine was in the firearm. That's an extended magazine, so it holds more rounds. Go ahead. This is a second magazine that was located in his sweatshirt pocket,
That boy had two
his jacket
clips.
pocket. And that is the magazine from that second magazine.
Hey,
This
two
is
of them?
another firearm that was located inside the stolen vehicle.
My daddy still ain't gonna get that. You killed his son, his firstborn, probably. Two guns in a car. What a police officer supposed to do? You don't know, bro. Hey.
This is a firearm that was also stolen out of northern Kentucky sometime yesterday, early yesterday morning.
They probably got it out the whip.
Approximately, we believe, based on timelines, this was stolen from a vehicle in northern Kentucky, and then they went on to steal the vehicle that's involved in the incident.
That's the only reason niggas steal whips. It's the hit a lick in, and you probably got your gun in your person there. There's something in that car. Right. This shit been happening since the goddamn the 90s, bro. Back then it was the shit. Let's see if we got a radio in that bitch. Now it's see if we got a gun in that bitch.
I want to tell you about a free app that I've tried. It's called Upside. It gives you cash back on things that you
That's why people hit houses too. People don't hit houses just to be taking flat screen TVs.
So you did the thing.
We looking for the yammers, nigga.
Or maybe you're
We
thinking
looking for
about
the
doing it.
yammers. You think we broke in your house, nigga, to steal your TV and your jewelry? We looking for the yammers, nigga.
And now you're
was revealed in a press conference after the police chief and others met with Ryan Hinton's family, including his father, Rodney Hinton Jr.
On Friday morning, we met with the police chief of Cincinnati, and we viewed the body cam video of what happened with the police-involved shooting with Ryan. We stayed at the chief's office for about an hour and a half, and what we saw was disturbing. The family was upset, as you can imagine, watching your son, watching your grandson, watching your loved one getting shot and killed by the police shooting with Ryan.
Okay, you can look at that, but at the same time, as you looking at him being shot, as you looking at him, why the fuck he in a stolen car? Why the hell he in there with them niggas I told him not to hang with? Is look at the wrong too. You know damn well you don't supposed to be hanging with these niggas. They got Glocks and shit in here, bro. I know you trying to fit in with these niggas, but they might be his cousins and shit. But nah, bro. We can't get active because a cop shot at. Come on, man. Cop said that I ain't taking no cases, but it's just plead the field. We gonna get to the video. Cops will get a report. Stolen car. They see gun. Two of them in there. Why we coming? Why we coming, police officers? If this you. Nigga, I see gun. Nigga, my gun out.
We stayed at the chief's office for about an hour
Why
and a
he
half,
with them niggas?
and what we saw was disturbing. The family was upset, as you can imagine, watching your son, watching your grandson,
Right.
watching your loved one getting shot and killed by the police was upsetting to this family. We left out of the police chief's office, and a few hours later, I was made aware that Rodney had an incident with a police officer that resulted in the officer's death. But again, we are here because we represent the estate and the police-involved shooting.
Rodney Hinton left the meeting with the police chief, and sometime after that is when police say he intentionally drove his vehicle into Deputy Larry Henderson. A probable cause.
Oh, that's different. That's different. My nigga. That's different. But you gotta think of his son just passed. I think that's different. I'm thinking he popped him, man. That nigga, he did a sleep night. Ooh, that's nasty work.
grandson watching your loved one getting shot and killed by the police was upsetting to this family.
I can't imagine
left
that.
Out of the police chief's
But that's his
office,
son.
and a few hours later, I was made aware that Rodney had an incident with a police officer that resulted in the officer's death. But again, we are here because we represent the estate and the police-involved shooting.
Rodney Hinton left the meeting with the police chief, and sometime after that is when police say he intentionally drove his vehicle into Deputy Larry Henderson. A probable cause affidavit states a Hamilton County Sheriff's Office deputy was standing on the sidewalk at the corner of the intersection outside of the lanes of travel where he was engaged in traffic control. The deputy was wearing a...
Oh, I'm sorry. This nigga wasn't even like on duty for police. This nigga was directing traffic. Ooh.
Spoke.
There, that of Ryan.
Sorry, y'all.
We're not here to talk about the incident that occurred with the police officer. We do offer our condolences to the officer and his family, but we were hired to represent this family to investigate the police-involved shooting of their son, Ryan. This family is very upset about what occurred. We believe that this incident should be investigated. It's not as cut and dry as this officer should have just pulled out his gun and shot at Ryan. It's not that cut and dry. So that's why we're doing the record.
Well, what you mean? What y'all think he mean when he say cut and dry? I don't want to be biased all for the people who kumbaya shit. But let's say you get a phone call. Stolen car. Okay, let's track the car down. GPS. You see the car in the cut. Now you see 3 individuals in the car. You gotta check on this car. You don't know if this car full of people were threatened on the run from murder. You don't know. It's Jack in the Box. It's a surprise. If my homie say he see Glock, I see Glock. They gotta go home to their kids and shit too. But this shit, we can't be mad at the officer. That's their job, nigga. What you think they supposed to do? Pull a taser out? Nigga pepper spray the car, everybody get out the car? They seen a Glock, allegedly. We look at the whole story. I see guns. You see mine.
Records request, we're going to analyze frame by frame each one of these videos to determine.
But if you ain't see no gun in that boy's hand, that little boy ain't supposed to be shot. Now, if the little dudes had it, his homies popped their ass. They the ones that had the guns, but I don't know. If I'm the police officer, I'm only popping who got the gun. Now I see that muzzle come pointing at me, it's over. I see any muzzle come my way.
The officer made that deadly decision to shoot and kill Ryan.
Ryan Hinton's grandfather, the father of Rodney Hinton, also spoke.
I'm gonna give a condolence out to the officers that got hurt. Got killed. My whole family. I'm asking for forgiveness, and I've been praying hard for the officer that killed my grandson. I've been praying hard for him and his family because I know he's hurting off this. If I seen in the video about my grandson, I seen 2 scared people. I seen the officer scared, and I seen my grandson scared. So it's an unfortunate incident that happened. So that's all I seen. It was like, I didn't see the police there trying to kill. No. What I seen was 2 persons made a mistake. My grandson made a mistake being there, and the officer, he was trying to get back to his family too. So that's what I seen. So it's not about revenge or anything. I had nothing against nobody. You know, my Lord and Savior is Jesus Christ, and I represent Him. So, with that said, please, everybody, just try to forgive everybody who done anything to anybody.
Rodney Hinton Jr. appeared in court over the weekend following his arrest.
My thing, like I forget like this, but I don't get it. You can't hit it with a cop killed my son, so I'm off the cop in GTA. Now I understand if it's that cop that did it, like you hunted this nigga down, you tracked his info, you seen that he was gonna be on this route on you. You got the one that did it. You know what? But a random nigga, a random cop, that's where you lose me at. That's where you lose me at. Now, if you would say, all right, let me go get my leg back on the nigga that did it, I would have been like, oh, it makes sense. He didn't know what to do. But a random officer, you lose me on that.
Arrest on an aggravated murder charge. A wall of Larry Henderson's colleagues surrounded him. Hinton muttered something about being gone forever. Hinton was moved to a jail in a...
Look, I'm not a thug nigga, or I don't jump off the porch like that. But I know one thing you don't do is mess with a cop. They support each other. They would turn the other cheek. His life gonna be hell. That's the number one gang in America. I'm stop yapping. That's the number one gang in America. The police. Shit, man.
In a neighboring
them
county.
CEOs gonna be in there bitch like, I ain't see shit.
He was back in court asking for bail, and things got heated in the gallery when his brother attempted to contact him by knocking on the courtroom glass.
Have a seat. Have a seat. Have a seat, sir. Sit down. That way. Have a seat. That's my problem.
They was letting them know he there for him. Yeah, you disrupting order, knocking on that glass, but I get it. You brother, I'm here for you. I get that. And you disturbing the sentence. See, they nice to him.
Rodney Hinton was rushed out of the courtroom as his brother was escorted out of the gallery.
All those people sorry with the red hair, like, fuck, see another case too.
Shortly thereafter, court resumed, with Hinton's lawyer asking for bail for him and entering a not guilty plea on his behalf.
Judge, I'm going to waive probable cause as a result of being acquainted with the case. I'm waiving probable cause.
Thank you so much. And is there a plea this morning?
There's a plea of not guilty, Your Honor.
Plea of not guilty? Yes. Will you enter a plea of not guilty? And thank you. And as to bond, the state has requested a hearing on the issue of bond or bail. You may be aware of that.
I am aware of that.
Who would like to proceed?
I'm proceeding, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Meanwhile, a detective testified about what happened that day.
Tell me what he did after he stopped.
So based on witness statements as well as the video, the vehicle accelerated quickly, proceeded eastbound, crossed into the oncoming lanes of traffic when there was no longer traffic to obstruct his travel, crossed into the oncoming lanes of traffic, went to the left of those little stanchions that are in the middle of the roadway into the oncoming lanes, through the intersection, directly at where Deputy Henderson was standing, and struck Deputy Henderson and the metal utility pole on the northeast corner of the intersection.
Okay.
He got him. He thrust him into a pole. I could have him. That nigga, he getting life. He ain't getting no bill.
Were there any evidence of skid marks?
No, there were no indications at any point that he tried to brake, stop, or otherwise avoid
No skid marks.
Deputy Henderson.
And is that the conclusion that our accident reconstructionists have come to at this point?
At this time, yes.
Okay. And
Y'all
does
think he
it
was in
appear
his right
from your
mind?
review of the video that he headed straight for Deputy Henderson?
Yes.
And did any of the multiple witnesses that you spoke to and the people that were in the vehicles that were surrounding him, the people that were on scene, did anyone indicate that any attempt to slow down or deviate his path straight to Deputy Henderson?
No, everybody said that he accelerated and was traveling at a high rate of speed all the way up until the time that he struck Deputy Henderson.
Okay. And when he struck Deputy Henderson, was the deputy injured?
Yes.
Okay. And what happened after he struck Deputy Henderson?
Deputy Henderson was launched several feet through the air. He came to rest in a...
Come on, did y'all hear that? Did you hear that? Launched 7 feet in the air. Basketball hoop 12 feet. 7 feet.
in a lane several feet from where the collision occurred.
Rodney Hinton's defense attorney then questioned the detective.
Judge, first of all, I would like to offer on behalf of the Hinton family and myself prayers to the Hinton family, prayers to the family of Larry Henderson, the fallen deputy, and I thank the court for having a fair assembly in the courtroom today. With that, I'd like to ask you a few questions, not a lot, okay?
Yes, sir.
You said that Mr. Hinton left the police station around 12:30. CIS.
He initially left around 10:30.
Came back and then left again.
And then returned a couple hours later, yes.
And you said that individuals that know Mr. Hinton, his family members, were saying that he appeared to be agitated, upset, and so forth, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And you don't know the source of that that agitation or that distraughtness, do you? If you know, you might not. I don't think you do, but you have to answer the question.
The source of the agitation?
Yeah.
They gonna say he gonna say he mentally unstable. I say so, yeah. He broke. I mean, like his brain broke. His way of life broke. Imagine you having a kid, you nurturing, you paying for shit, you growing a bond, something that came from you, and it get taken away from you. Nigga, if you ain't in the bed crying, nigga, you or raging, you gonna snap. So this dude snapped. And the first officer he seen, that boy, he snapped.
Yes.
Well, I would assume it was because of the, I believe it was because of the
Can't
video.
go back to living regular.
CIS.
Do you know the
Your
mental
son just died?
history of Mr. Hinton?
No, I do not know detailed mental history.
Right. Do you know whether or not he's had any medically documented infirmities or conditions? Do you know that? You don't, do you?
No, I do not.
After bond was denied, the sheriff gave a brief
So this nigga take medicine? Meds? What y'all think? Hey, lawyer, hey, he doing this thing though. Lawyer trying to cook.
statement.
He was a 33-year career deputy for our department.
Mm-hmm.
He retired approximately 5 months ago, and he continued to serve under
Nigga,
oath.
what? You should have took your ass home. You retired, but you was still on duty. Hey, bills don't stop. Retirement check wasn't gonna be shit.
And he was directing traffic that day at what would have been a very, very joyous occasion for the University of Cincinnati graduates. Unfortunately, you know what unfolded, and we have lost Larry. Larry has been a deputy who has been so extraordinary. We've retired his badge number. Badge number 129 will be retired. Larry touched so many lives in this organization because he was a trainer, because he worked in so many specialized units. And Larry was very animate about the fact that he stay on the front line. He did not wish to take exams to be promoted because Larry's service was on that front line. And I have to tell you,
hold on, who the hell want to do paperwork? I'd rather be on the street, nigga, chasing criminals. Do paperwork or chase criminals. Shit, I'm finna go lock some motherfuckers up. I ain't shit. Fuck paperwork.
that is bravery extraordinaire. When deputies decide that they want to be out there facing every day to day, that's a sacrifice, and it's a sacrifice for his family, and they have made the ultimate sacrifice.
I want to bring in Ken Kober. He is the president of the Fraternal Order of Police in Cincinnati. Like you.
Okay, about none of that. That should look like a fake Titanfall.
Absolutely standing with, I think, every other law enforcement officer in this county that expects the prosecutor to pursue the death penalty in this case.
The lawyer for Ryan Hinton's estate for the son said that the father, Rodney Hinton, had been in a meeting with Cincinnati police. And for people who maybe aren't aware of this, there's a longstanding collaborative agreement in the city of Cincinnati where, you know, there was a history many, many moons ago, years ago, of some police involved shootings involving young African-American men. The federal government came in. There's this agreement where now Cincinnati police, within 24 hours, if there's an officer-involved shooting, they say, this is what we know. They try to be very open with the public and present what they can about the investigation. And before that happened, apparently, they were having a meeting with the family of Ryan Hinton and showing them this body camera footage of what happened. And the family of Ryan Hinton, or the lawyers for Ryan Hinton, said the father left that meeting very angry. And apparently after this meeting is when Mr. Henderson, the deputy, Larry Henderson, was run down by Rodney Hinton. So do you know anything more about what may have happened in that meeting or any of the details about that?
He snapped.
You know, the police department does a fantastic job being transparent and getting this information out as soon as they can when a critical incident occurs. And that also includes meeting with the family. The chief goes over with them, if there's body camera footage of what occurred, how things occurred. And while I understand that, the father was upset, that's absolutely no excuse to go and murder a police officer who had nothing to do with this, to murder anybody. Like I said, I understand emotions were running high. My understanding that there was some kind of confrontation that occurred there. I wasn't there for it. And then apparently at some point he stormed off. And then, of course, that led to just more tragic events.
Mm-hmm. What can you tell us about the investigation? What has been revealed through that traffic investigation? You said the traffic unit. What's come of that? I mean, were there some statements made by Rodney Hinton where did he say something about, I did this on purpose, or, an eye for an eye? I mean, what happened?
That nigga wasn't thinking. He let his thoughts take him over. He let that voice get in his head, fuck him up. That rage and fury and that sadness and that soul, he let that shit get him. He couldn't even control his emotion, but that's a big hit. I got a son, and I would break down if my son ain't here no more, and I birthed him. And I see him smile, the diaper stays, and him walking, and him crossing the stage and football. Like, I will snap too. I don't know about running no nigga over. I would not be the same mentally at all.
I'm not going to get into too much of the investigation and what they have, evidence they have, but I could tell you all the evidence pointed towards this absolutely wasn't.
I'm a yap one more session. I'm just saying, just imagine being called down to the station. We need you to watch this body cam of your son getting murked in GTA. Nigga, stop it, bro. Come on, what did you expect? Let me stop. I didn't expect that, but
An intentional act. And then that was, in my opinion,
The Cincinnati
had to try to administer CPR. That's what we're sworn. And then
that Connie. Ken, is there anything else you'd like to add?
now I think it is important to note that through this tragedy, the condolence
But
of him and how
has actually issued an apology.
who got our GoFundMe?
how well loved.
And it's just a tragedy. Thank you for joining me. Money for Rodney Hinton's defense. That GoFundMe has been taken down.
No, I know it's World War III and them goddamn comments. You're making a GoFundMe for a cop killer. Boy, them niggas with the Confederate flags going crazy. My take on it, man, I can't really basically, I don't know. I wouldn't know how to feel, bro, if my son wasn't here no more. I probably think dude snapped. So he wasn't in his right mind no more. And he just listened to them voices, man. Cause like, I don't know, bro. What's the point of my son dead and I'm in jail for the rest of my life? That's no get back. A lot of y'all saying that, oh shit, you putting on, but you gotta think about it. Now you living with his other kids and his wife. And they just lost a kid. So is you really think that shit hurting them? Nah, bro. Police officer, I don't know, bro. I salute y'all because, boy, y'all job ain't easy. You do something wrong, your ass on fire. You do something right, you unappreciated. We can all say F the cops. As soon as somebody steal our car, what we gotta do? Somebody rob your mama. Stop playing. Oh, street justice. The majority of y'all. Somebody broke in my house. Who you gonna call? Come on. Somebody straightening me. They're after me. They just took my kid. Yeah. Who you called? Well, that's why I can't never be like, play no beef with the police, bro. But at the same time, it is a good cops. It is bad cops. It is wicked cops. But I don't know what to take from this Rodney thing. Because I can only imagine hearing my son is not here no more. And what that would do to my brain. Yeah, cousins dying, granny dying, that's different. Yo, kid? And the youngest fell. Oh, that man smacked. He didn't know what to do. He stormed off. I couldn't be in that room either. You think I'm finna watch a body cam with my son? But let me stop yapping, get off this video. Hit that like button. Comment down below. 3 straps of film. I'll see you on the next video.